Hello, good morning, students. It's Teacher Maureen, and welcome to my English class. Today, we will learn about kitchen items, focusing on quantifiers before uncountable nouns. Again, we will focus on quantifiers before uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns. These are something that can't be counted. Can't be counted. Okay, so these are the vocabulary words. Number 1 is sugar. Sugar. Coffee. Coffee. Milk. Milk. Salt. Salt. Water. Water. Syrup. Syrup. Tea. Tea. Coke. Coke. Rice. Rice. Bread. Bread. Okay, now we use quantifiers before uncountable food and drinks to show the quantity. For example, 2 meals is incorrect. So we should say 2 bottles of milk. Okay. Next picture is a bread. So we say 8 breads. It is incorrect. Instead, we should say 8 slices of bread. Okay, so these are the examples of quantifier. As you can see in the picture, you can see a water, right? Okay, we will say a glass of water. If it's only one, we will say, if only one glass, we will say a glass of water. But if it is more than 2, okay, we will say, otherwise, we will say a glasses of water. Okay, next. As you can see, there's a salt. Okay. We will say a teaspoon of salt. A teaspoon of salt. Next, you can see a sugar. We will use tablespoon. So we will say a tablespoon of sugar. Next, you can see a rice. Okay. Instead, if you will say a rice, it's incorrect. So we should say a bowl of rice. Okay, next, we will use the quantifier a cup of. Okay. We can use this quantifier, a cup of lemon tea, a cup of hot chocolate, a cup of cola, a cup of coffee. Next, we will use the quantifier, a bottle / bottles of. A bottle of milk. If it's only one, we will use the word bottle. But if it's 2 or more, we will use bottles. Okay? Okay. So let's read. A bottle of milk. A bottle of cola. A bottle of water. A bottle of orange juice. Next, okay, we will use the word a slice of. So we will say a slice of pizza, a slice of cake, a slice of bread, a slice of cheese. Okay, so now let's proceed to the structure, the tell quantifiers. So the question will be, how many teaspoons of sugar do you want? How many teaspoons of sugar do you want? Okay, so the answer will be, I want 2 teaspoons of sugar, please. I want 2 teaspoons of sugar, please. Okay, now listen. Okay, if you want only 1 teaspoon, you will say, I want 1 teaspoon of sugar, please. Only 1 teaspoon. Otherwise, if you want 2 teaspoons, okay, you will add letter S to the word teaspoon. So you will say, I want 2 teaspoons of sugar, please. Okay, next, tell yes and no questions. Okay, so the question is, do you want 6 teaspoons of sugar? Do you want 6 teaspoons of sugar? If the answer is yes, you will say, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Otherwise, if you don't want 6 teaspoons of sugar, you just like 2 teaspoons, you will say, no, I don't want. I want 2 teaspoons of sugar. Again, the question is, do you want 6 teaspoons of sugar? If it's yes, you will say, yes, I do. If it's no, you will say, no, I don't. I want 2 teaspoons of sugar. Students, that would be all for today. Our lesson is all about kitchen items, focusing on quantifiers before uncountable nouns. Thank you for listening. Later, I will send you the worksheet that you will do in your house in our group line, and read the directions carefully, and I will also explain the directions and give example. Thank you for listening. Sawadee ka.